5 Unusual People in the World, Part 102. Hello you guys, I'm Keisha, and have a great day. Seriously speaking, this world is full of strange people that keep us curious. They have characteristics that we only see in movies or hear of, but it seems very hard to believe. Here, you will really believe it. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 5. Caroline Kinsey. Miss Caroline Kinsey was born in 1971 from Darwin, England. Since birth, she has had 2 genitalia of both male and female. Facing with this strange anomaly, her parents decided to have sex reassignment surgery at that moment and call her by a very masculine name, Carl John Baker. From a young age, Caroline knew she was different from everyone else. The doctor told her parents that they had to decide on the sex of their love child, and that it was easier to surgically hide female genitalia than male genitalia. They did it without knowing her true gender, and even without knowing whether she wants others to identify her or not. Since the surgery, Caroline has lived as a man and has suffered from many ridiculed and jokes from friends. Caroline said her family tried to hide her gender identity for as long as possible on the advice of medical consultants. This has caused Caroline, formerly Carl John, to live in unhappiness because that's not who she really is. At the age of 19, when she heard her parents reveal the truth about her gender, Caroline continued to live the life of a man. She had a broken marriage and fell into a serious crisis. In 2010, she decided to give up being a man and become a woman. She wears feminine clothes and feels much more comfortable than before. In many parts of the world, people with unusual appearances can be shunned and rejected by everyone. But in India, anomalous people are often seen as gods. Number 4. Bharat Tiwari. Bharat Tiwari from Madhya Pradesh, India, is often referred to as Priest Bendy by villagers. He suffered from a mysterious disease from an early age that caused his body to shrink and his bones to deform. Since childhood, his parents also tried to take him to many hospitals for treatment, but to no avail. Tiwari has suffered from this syndrome since he was 5 years old. The priest speculated that his body began to change after being hit by a wall at the age of 5. The syndrome is so rare that doctors still haven't been able to diagnose what it is. Despite his physical suffering, Tiwari claims it is a gift from God. The villagers in the area also believe that Tiwari is an ancient god of reincarnation. People from different villages come to see Tiwari and pay for him. No one mocks him. Everyone respects him, and he will bless everyone in return. Although unable to do many things due to physical disability, Tiwari insists that everything isn't too difficult. The priest said he can still walk like a normal person and do things like washing clothes, shopping, and cooking on his own. Next will be a poor girl with a rare deformity. Here, she was built a temple by the people as a god in their mythology. Number 3. Lali Singh. Lali Singh was born into a poor farming family in the village of Sunpura Sohanpur, east of New Delhi, India. From the moment she was born, she had a very different shape. Except for her ears, all of Lali's facial features are duplicated. She has 4 eyes, 2 noses, and 2 mouths. The family said that Lali can eat with both mouths and can blink with all 4 eyes. According to doctors, Lali's disease is called craniofacial duplication, or diprosopus, an extremely rare genetic form. Usually, the patient will have an extra part of the face like a nose or an ear, but in some rare cases, the entire face is duplicated. Rural people in India are very superstitious, and they believe that Lali is the reincarnation of the powerful Hindu goddess, Durga, who is also depicted with 3 eyes and many arms. Every day, hundreds of people flock to the family's dilapidated brick house to see Lali. They came to touch her feet with respect and expect blessings. However, sometimes later, the girl died of heart failure. At that time, Lally was only 2 months old. She was buried in her village according to the custom for babies who died prematurely. After that, the village built a temple in memory of Lally. Don't rush to leave YouTube, as we still have 2 very strange people yet to discover. Next will be a man with a distorted and sagging face like water. Number 2. Le Van Mén. Le Van Mén was born in 1985 in An Giang, Vietnam, suffering from a rare mysterious disease that makes his face strangely deformed and saggy. This disease was not congenital, but appeared when he was 20 years old. Many people were afraid, shunned, and nicknamed him the Demon Face. At 20, after marriage, suddenly the bridge of Mén's nose ached like a tumor. His face was swollen and deformed, and then it became saggier, pulling down his eyes, nose, and mouth. Mén's father took him everywhere for treatment, but all efforts only made Mén's face flatten a little. But the sagging didn't improve. Even the facial skin became more flabbier, flowing down, covering the entire neck. After months of research, doctors announced he had Marcassin-Rosenthal syndrome, a rare neurological disorder characterized by recurrent facial paralysis, face and lip swelling, usually the upper lip, and development of folds and grooves on the tongue. After 2 months of treatment with various drugs and psychotherapy, Mr. Mén's facial and lower lip edema has decreased significantly. The patient was then surgically removed from the facial edema and scheduled for another plastic surgery to improve his appearance. Most of us take showering for granted. After a tiring day at work, everyone wants to do it. But for this poor girl, taking a shower creates the pain that made her cry. Number 1. Ashley Morris. Ashley Morris, born in 1989, living in Melbourne, Australia, cannot go swimming, soak in hot water, or shower after a stressful day at work because she is allergic to water. You may not believe it, but even sweating makes this girl itchy and painful. Ashley has a very rare skin disorder, scientifically known as aquagenic urticaria. So far, the world has recorded only a few cases. When her body is wet, her skin is covered with red spots that cause pain and itching, and it takes about 2 hours for the itching to subside. Even so, Ashley still has to shower, but she can only shower for a minute at a time. Because the strange disease can make her feel extremely painful, showering is the only time Ashley comes into contact with water. People can't believe this. They would think she doesn't shower and that Ashley is very dirty. But in fact, she is a clean person. Despite her body aching, she still showers regularly every day. Ashley finds every way to avoid the water. She doesn't play sports or do heavy work that makes her sweat. She always stays in air-conditioned places and keeps an umbrella in the car. And surely, she will never walk in the rain even though it looks romantic. Unfortunately, at present, no one has found the cause and treatment of this terrible disease, so Ashley and those who suffer from this disease still have to suffer. They have no choice but to try to stay positive and bring value to other people. That's the best thing for today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to watch more interesting videos. And now, goodbye and see you again.